We got you guys with 2021 NBA All-Star Game. We got you with our predictions on March 7th on Sunday. Make sure you go tune into that. It's going to be a good one. It's Team KD versus Team LeBron. Let me tell you what's on Team KD. Let me tell you something. This is a pretty good team. Obviously, the number one starter is Kevin Durant. That's his damn team. Damn it. You better make sure that man's a starter. Um, Next player on the list, we got Bradley Beal. That's a good choice. Joel Embiid, followed by Kyrie Irving, Kawhi Leonard, and Jason Tatum. That looks like a really good team. And Team Durant reserves are Devin Booker, James Harden, Zach LaVine, Donovan Mitchell, Julius Randle, Volevich, and Zion Williamson. And their head coach is Doc Rivers. That's a really good team if you ask me. But this team, Team LeBron, is just so obviously the frontline starter is LeBron James. We all know this. But the next starter up is Giannis. Uh Mario, I'm not even gonna pronounce his last name. Anyway, next one Steph Curry. Next one is Steph Curry, Luka Doncic, followed by LeBron James again. Whatever. And the last starter is Nikola Jokic. And King LeBron reserves is Jalen Brown, that's a homeboy. Paul George, Rudy Gobert, Damian Lillard, Domantas Bonus. Did I say that right, Mario?
You said it good enough, yeah.
Okay. Ben Simmons, Chris Paul, and Anthony Davis, which I'm not sure if Anthony Davis is going to be playing because he's still injured. So I'm not sure if he's going to be replaced or whatever. But their head coach is Quinn Snyder, the Utah Jazz. This is a pretty stacked teams, man. Let me tell you something. I'll let you go first, Mari. What do you predict is going to happen?
Before I give a prediction, I just want to say congratulations to every All-Star that made it this year. Just a couple quick corrections. KD is not playing this year, which is why he had like the last two picks on the starting round because they moved Jason Tatum up to the starting round. So because KD's not playing, but he's still gonna be there. Anthony Davis is not playing, so they replaced him with Devin Booker. Yeah, this is honestly, Nate, these are two very, very good lineups. Obviously, I feel like LeBron's starters are more like notable. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I feel like they're more. They have more of a lot of people know their names more. Like when you talk, like everybody knows Steph Curry, everybody knows Giannis Antetokounmpo, everybody knows Nikola Jokic, everybody knows. Trying to think. Help me out here, Nate. I need 3 out of 4 starters.
Everybody knows. Everybody knows Kawhi Leonard and Kyrie Irving, all those guys.
Right, Kyrie Irving. That was the other starter. Right. So when you look at LeBron's starters, they're very. A lot of people know who they are, and then you go to like the bench, and he's got D Lillard. He's got some guys that not everybody might know, like Domantas Sabonis. He's got Rudy Gobert, who was a 2-time Defensive Player of the Year. He has I'm trying to think here. There's so many good players, Nate. There's some Paul George. He's got Jaylen Brown.
I already said Dame.
Yeah, and he's got a very, very good team. Here's the thing. I want KD's team to win, man, and there's one reason why. It's because my boy KD, Kevin Durant, that's KD Trey 5 right there. That boy took Zach LaVine, and I am a Bulls fan, and Zach LaVine is going to rep the city of Chicago very, very nicely in that All-Star game, okay? But when you look at, regardless of all jokes aside, when you look at KD's team, you look and he's got a very, very good team too. He's got Kyrie Irving. Obviously, he picked him with his first pick. Joel Embiid, Kawhi Leonard, Jason Tatum, and Bradley Beal. First of all, if people are just going to underlook KD's team, then you'd be honest. Then I'm not going to say stupid, but you'd be crazy. You'd be crazy. Exactly. You'd be crazy underlooker. We're talking about Bradley Beal, who at the beginning of the year was dropping 60 a night. We're talking about Kyrie Irving, who, despite what you guys think about him, still has some of the craziest handles we've ever seen in the NBA. Kawhi Leonard, who was one of the most insanely talented players in the NBA. Jason Tatum. Okay. Let me tell you something. All Celtics fans know about Jason Tatum real good.
Mm-hmm.
Joel Embiid. We're talking about a top 3 nomination for MVP this year. So KD's team starters are not. If you're gonna underlook them because they might not all have the names, then I think KD's team might make you eat your words. Then he goes to other guys that are first time All-Stars. We'll talk about Julius Randle, who's basically the star of the Knicks right now. He's doing a very, very good job there, and the Knicks are doing a pretty good job too. Zach LaVine, that's my guy right there, repping. Zach LaVine used to be known as just a slam dunk, as just a slam dunker. Now he's actually a shooter. Now this dude can ball across the whole court. James Harden. James Harden is on his reserves. Let me tell you something. You have James Harden in your reserves. I think you're a pretty lucky man. Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell is a straight up baller, man. Donovan Mitchell reminds me of another Jimmy Butler, to be real with you. He's got Zion on his team. You people got to know about Zion. That dude's Hulk right there. So
that dude's insane.
Ridiculous. He's got Devin Booker. Devin Booker, a straight up shooter. So this is going to be a very, very good All-Star game, Nate. Me personally, I'm looking forward to every single thing about All-Star weekend. Personally, I'm looking forward to like the 3-point contest. Zach LaVine's going to be in that. I always love the slam dunk contest to see what kind of creativity they're going to have. Skills challenge is pretty enjoyable to watch. Unfortunately, I'm going to be working on for all those challenges, and I should be home by the All-Star game. But let me tell you something, Nate. Yeah, I got Team KD winning this, man. I got Team KD winning this, and it's no knock on LeBron. He's got very, very good players. Here's the thing, now. When you take these guys who haven't played in the All-Star game a lot, the Tatums, the Beals, the Bookers, the Zions, the Levines, the Randles, when you take those types of guys, the Mitchells, when you really look at them, they're going to definitely try to make their impact on that court. And I could definitely see those guys. I could definitely see one of those guys end up walking away with All-Star MVP. So I think KD drafted a very underrated team. It's going to be underlooked. And personally, I thought Giannis's team was underlooked last year too, because he was getting a lot of foreign players and he wasn't getting like these stars and these big names that we were seeing. And Giannis almost got the job done against LeBron. But let me tell you something, man. I can't wait to see this. I can't wait to see this game, man. But at the end of the day, I want KD's team to win because he drafted LaVine. I think KD's team's gonna end up doing it, man. So you know what? Give me Kevin Durant. One thing I want to say before I pass it on to you, Nate. The one thing I want to say is I just want to tip my cap to the NBA because they're donating. I think they said $3 million to HBCU universities, which I just think is absolutely amazing. We talk about giving away to the community, and I just think the NBA is doing an absolutely amazing job with that. But with that being said, in Atlanta, I got Team Kevin Durant handing LeBron his first L as an All-Star captain. So
Yeah.
Give me KD.
Yeah, so do I. I got Kevin Durant winning too. I look at this LeBron team, and it's nothing to shy down upon. Giannis, Steph, Luka, Nikola.
That's the one I forgot about, Luka.
On the bench, yeah. On the starter, excuse me. But then you got the other team: Bradley Beal, Joel Embiid, Kyrie Irving, Kawhi Leonard, Jason Tatum. Look, man, Bradley Beal is such an underrated player. Like you said, he was dropping 60 a night at the beginning of the season. He's dropping 40, but that's still a lot of points. Come on now, you can't tell me this dude isn't doing more than enough for the Wizards. It'd be crazy if you say that this dude isn't doing enough for the Wizards. He's doing whatever he can. Joel Embiid, I don't even need to explain it. He's one of the best big men in the league. Kyrie Irving, no introduction. Jason Tatum, that's a homeboy right there. You already know, man. Kawhi Leonard, he's still one of the most talented players in the league. Devin Booker, I look at Devin Booker, man. I remember when this dude first came in the league, and I'm like, this dude's gonna light it up. I'm surprised he's only a 2-time All-Star. I thought they messed up when they first made the All-Star announcement. They messed up badly. They kept out Trae Young and Devin Booker, but Devin Booker ended up getting in because Anthony Davis needed a replacement. But I was like, damn, you just snugged my boy D Book like that. That's not even right, man. That's just not even right. Then you got James Harden, who's arguably the greatest shooter of our generation. All the guys like Steph Curry and KD are in that conversation, but James Harden is usually the one that pops up every now and then. Then you got Zach LaVine, who's probably one of the most underrated players in the league, in my opinion. Donovan Mitchell, lights it up. Julius Randle was a guy that I looked at when he first went to the Knicks. I was like, this dude's gonna lead this team somewhere in the future, and he's doing a really good job with the Knicks. A lot of people didn't expect much in New York Knicks this season, but honestly, and I didn't need it to be quite honest with you. For obvious reasons, but New York Knicks is doing a relatively good job this year. They're in the 5th seed in the East right now, behind the Celtics. So they're doing a really good job. Then you got Zion. Do I even need to say this, man? 6'8", 280. This dude breaks the
That's whole.
damn rims every time he dunks the ball. I mean, he broke the basketball. He broke the damn golf ball. Or did he break the golf ball? Or was it the golf
The club. He broke the
club?
golf club. He took a nice little swing at it, and then the damn like the piece of the golf club that hits the ball fell off.
Well, let's just say this dude's a very destructive player, but he's damn good at what he does. You cannot
He
underlook
is.
that man Zion. And then you got Doc Rivers, who's one of the greatest coaches of our generation. Very, very, very good coach. Should not be underlooked. Then you got Team LeBron. Like I said, Giannis, Steph, Luka, Nikola. Then you got on the bench Jalen Brown. That's another homeboy of mine. Then you got Paul George, Rudy Gobert, great defender. Um, Damian Lillard, who's probably he's a six-time All-Star. Probably, he's probably underlooked this season. He's out there in Portland doing his thing, and to be honest, I got to be honest with you, Mike, he's very underlooked this season. I look at other guys like Steph Curry, obviously, and Jason Tatum, KD, but like not a lot of people talk about Damian Lillard like we did last year. You know what I mean? So
Right.
Damian Lillard, but
Yeah, I
Damian
agree.
Lillard's still
He's
doing his
definitely
thing.
right. He's definitely not as talked about this year as
Yeah,
he was last year for sure.
yeah,
But
right.
I feel like that a lot of that talk with Damian Lillard comes in like later on in like the year when he starts like clutching up and he
Yeah,
had
right.
an
He reminds me a lot like Derrick Henry because like Derrick Henry has like a
yeah.
slow start to the season, then
Right.
he just picks it up and just takes off and doesn't
Well,
let his foot off
credit
the
to Damian
gas.
Lillard. He just beat the Warriors on a buzzer beater
Yeah, I remember that.
last game. So
I was watching it on TNT. Then you got Ben
same time.
Simmons, and Chris Paul, and obviously Anthony Davis is not going to be playing. But yeah, man. I mean, both teams are stacked, but at the end of the day, I think the East is I think Team Kevin Durant is the underdog tier. And I gotta be honest with you, man. If you underestimate this team's gonna win. And I got KD. I got KD's team winning. It's just such an underlooked team. At the end of the day, I just see it as the better team. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I remember last night I first saw the West team. I was like, that's just unfair. But then I looked at the East team and I was like, okay then. Like, yeah, this is gonna be a good game. So with that being said, I got Team KD winning. I think this is gonna be a really, really good game. And I'm really looking forward to see. I'm looking forward to seeing the 3-point contest. Are you doing a slam dunk contest too or not?
They're doing every single
You're doing
contest: the
all of
three
that.
point contest, the slam dunk contest, and the skills challenge. The
Did
only thing
y'all
I'm not
better?
so sure about is the celebrity game, but they
Ah,
might do that too. I'm not sure.
well, those are fun to watch too. But with that said, make sure you tune into the NBA All Star Weekend. Coverage starts March 7th at what time, Mario? Do you know what time it starts at?
I believe the first isn't it like 3? Isn't it the first
Um,
challenge at 3?
Let me look it up. But yeah, I think because we got the game later on in the night. Then we got the 3-point and the slam dunk. I'm pretty sure it starts at where's the All Star game? The game starts at 6:30 p.m. Eastern time on TNT. Um, as for the As for the events, I don't know what time they start, but the coverage is on March 7th. So make sure you guys tune in to TNT and watch those events and the game. It's gonna be a good weekend.